Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about my PCOS journey. Basically, PCOS or PCOD is Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome or disorder, and it usually starts during uh, adolescent age, or when when you're having fluctuating hormones, when you're going through uh, a very hormonal growth inside your body. So that's when it really starts, but it does not have any barrier. So when it should start, when it should end, we can't talk about that. But what we can talk about is how we are coping with this journey altogether, and how I have coped with this journey, uh, being I am a 25-year-old now, but it hit me when I was 18, and I had just gone to my college, and it was terrible because I had just moved out of my house. It was the first time I was living alone. It was the first time as a single child I had stepped out of my house in a zone wherein maybe I wasn't very comfortable talking to people or settling in that environment altogether. But I sucked at it, but we made it through. Um, for starters, I started having symptoms like my facial hair grew. I gained a lot of weight drastically. Like in 15 days, I gained around 7 kgs, which is insane. Um, my eating habits changed. My appetite went for like from like one chapati to I could eat like four chapatis and not even burp. So, so it was very drastic. I was going through so many changes, physical, mental, emotional, and it was so hard for me to just have everything together. Anyhow, when I gained weight, and when I knew that, this is not good for me, when the clothes didn't fit right, and I was a child that had never had a lot of weight. So for me to gain weight, it was very weird because personally, I'm not saying gaining weight is a trouble, but for me personally, because I have not been someone who was very healthy or had that kind of a body structure, I was not very comfortable because my clothes didn't fit in. I knew I didn't look good. At least in my head, I was just like, this just doesn't fit me. This doesn't look nice on me. I don't know what to wear. I was wearing loose tees and like just one hoodie to college, and that was my entire personality. And I realized that my eating habits are changing, but also like even trivial things like talking to people on the call. So if my mom would call me in the morning, I would talk to her for like 5-10 minutes. But even in that 5-10 minutes of a conversation, I would just go breathless. I would not know how to cope with the breathlessness and so much irritation, because you're not able to do simple things like talking on the phone. That's supposed to be like the basic of all, right? Um, so all of that happened, and meanwhile, there were people, I wouldn't say people, like my family, when I went back home for the first time on Diwali. Uh, um, that was semester one. And I went home, and my mom started, like, I got down the airport, I got into the car, and my mom started crying. She was bawling. She was so surprised that how can you look like this? How can you gain so much weight in like 20 days or like 1 month? How did this happen? Because she was only seeing me like on video calls or something, which is not very ideal to realize what body changes are happening. uh, so that was a very shitty time for me to see people around me being shocked by how I'm looking, and the conversations in the room were only about, oh, she has gained so much weight, oh, now what will happen, oh isko to PCOD ho gaya hai, ab ye kya karegi, ab to like this is her peak time, and then how will she lose all the weight, it gets so difficult, blah 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 blah. All these conversations are going on. Nobody is even considering that maybe I am sick, except for my mom. My mom was very smart. My mom was like, you should get some hormonal tests done. I was like, yeah, we should. Okay, cool. And we got the tests done, and we had the reports, and we went to like a couple of gynacs. But the thing with this entire process was that it was very tiresome. And at that point in time, with so much weight on my body, and with, I'll tell you. So I was 47 kgs when I reached my college, when I started my college, and I was 63 kgs um, by August. From June to August, I had gained that many kilos. It was hysterical, it was terrible, and it was emotionally very draining. But I couldn't talk about this to anybody, right? Um, so what would you do? You would stress eat, which will in return make you gain more weight. But that's what you do when you are given freedom of eating whatever, whenever. You just hog onto things. And the worst 1 week was when we had like back to back exams, mid sems, for a week. Every day we had one exam, so for 5 days we had exams back to back. And those 5 days I have studied in the night. I have been awake all night. My sleep cycle went for a toss. My eating habits went for a toss. I would get up at 3 a.m. and I would take out my dry fruit stash and just hog onto it as if it's some kind of cereal, or not even cereal. Like, you should not eat anything at that capacity or at that amount. You just going back to those times where there was like, we had just one, we I lived in a PG setup. So what do you have? You have like one cupboard or something, and then you put all your stuff there. And I had like one Pringles ka jar, or whatever it's called. So in that I had put my dry fruit stash, and I would just go and keep nibbling like it's nothing. After that, now that I look back, it's kind of funny. But trust me, it was no game when I was dealing with it, because it 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 affects your mental health in so many ways that you can't really point a finger if it's your emotional drainage, if it's your uh, blockage from within. And at that point in time in college, I don't think I had that capacity. It's good that kids today invest on therapy and everything, but I personally did not have that kind of luxury to go for therapy, or to go for counseling sessions where I can talk about my feelings and stuff. But now you can. Now it's more accessible, it's more convenient. But at that point in time, it was just very difficult for me to process the entire thing. But I soon enough, I went to like 2 to 3 gynacs, and they obviously prescribed me medicines. They told me I need to change my lifestyle, I need to work out. They gave me contraception prescriptions. They gave me um, androgen prescriptions. All of these things, basically these PCOS prescriptions. I'm no expert in this subject, but I think that mostly these prescriptions are around stabilizing the hormones and inhibiting the symptoms. They do not actually target the root cause of why and how your body is getting affected by PCOS. So the only way out is changing your lifestyle, working out, blah 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 blah. But how difficult is it to, now seeing yourself in 63 kilos and wanting to go back to what, 47 or 51 kgs, or your ideal weight? It was very jarring. It was very exhausting for me to just even get up and dress up for a college day. I wouldn't want to do that. I did not want to do that for so long. But then I realized that there is no way out of it. And honestly, I don't think I even gave it so much thought. Um, I joined a decent gym, but my testosterone levels were high. Uh, the entire functional training worked for me, but the weight training and everything, that did not work for me at all. So it's up to your body, what suits you, what kind of workout really affects your body, and how. So that did not happen, that did not work out well. And then I joined a dance class because I just wanted to be active, and I am a dancer anyway. I like dancing, so I enjoyed that sort of. There were no changes in my weight or how I looked, but yes, I started feeling better. I started looking forward to having one day at a time kind of mentality, that yeah, today I have to go to college, do these things, attend the dance class, and get over with my day. Because I was going to the dance class, I used to be so tired, my sleep cycle automatically got fixed. I did not put in effort, I just got tired and I used to just pass out. So that helped me a little bit, but my lifestyle still wasn't very good in college because you live in a PG, you eat outside food, um, and there's nothing that can really help you if your eating habits are still not right. So it wasn't helping drastically, or it wasn't like really working for me. Then COVID hit, and I came back to my hometown. Now, my mom's only target was me because she was very upset to see me gaining weight, and have gained so much weight and everything else. And especially my health, because I wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy weight at all. It was just a burden. It felt like a huge burden on me when I just had to get up and pick something up, or even like go and run and fetch something or get something for my parents, or go to the grocery shop and get something. It was horrible. I wasn't able to do that. So after a lot of this back and forth and seeing things, my mom really helped me to fix my diet first. And I also took initiation, that I would, if I have put my mind into it, I would not do it. So it was more about eating right, eating on time, and focusing on my liquid diet also. Because it was summers, it was easy for me to have a lot of vegetable smoothies or stuff like that, which would help me firstly clean my and detox my body, so that my eating, whatever I'm eating, is affecting me the right way as it should. So a lot of that, a lot of workout. When I started working out at home in COVID, honestly, I did not have a plan. I started with a 10-minute YouTube video. Shout out to Clothing. She is a super genius. I don't know how she designs the workouts, but she's amazing. I still follow her uh, videos, and she's been an inspiration. I have, of course, I don't have a beautiful and gorgeous body like hers, but yes, she helps you to get up and get going. So try it if you want to do it. But so those workouts, just 10-minute workouts, and then running. I did a lot of running, because it made me feel better. I started with like running for 5 minutes, and on and off. 1 minute I would just walk, 1 minute I would run for a while, then one lap, and then I gradually increased my workout time and my running time, seeing how capable my body is. I did not just jump into it. There was this one time when I realized that I'm really doing it wrong. And it was when I was doing some yoga pose while stretching after my workout, and I passed out. I passed out and I hurt my hand here, I think, and it was a big cut here. I was terrified. I was like, what just happened? But in all of that, I knew that I need to eat a little more. You can't starve yourself and work out. I was starving. I was trying to, not eat, but it was just 2 weeks into my entire routine that I realized it's not working for me. So I started eating in portion control. Portion control is something that really helps. I lost my focus on, losing weight, but I started enjoying the process even more. So I would work out, I would attend my college classes, and then I would just go for a run or a walk in the evening. And that was my schedule. Come back, eat, chill with family. So it's very important to firstly know your body, not force yourself, because it will impact you mentally, and it would just, whatever urge also you will have to, fix things, you will just lose that. So there's no point forcing yourself. Give it time, be patient. I would say, if you can, if it's not, I'm not saying that avoid your medicines, don't take your prescriptions, take your prescriptions, but maintain a healthy balance between your medications and your lifestyle and your day to day routine. It's very difficult to fix everything at once, but start with like 5 minute, probably 5 minutes of meditation or 10 minutes of workout. Give it 15 minutes a day and start there. And that really helped me, and that got me inclined to yoga and stretching and a lot of I discovered that I was much more flexible and I had more strength than I thought I did, right? So that really helps. In terms of food, I think vegetarian or non-vegetarian, just do portion control and try to eat clean. Because a lot of I had acne breakouts, like very bad breakouts when I had PCOS, and my whole face would be so painful and red and very bad pimples and very bad acne. And it was horrible because it affects your day to day life. How much can you put together, and how much can you focus on your college? How much can you focus on your studies if you're not really, you know, feeling good from within? So I did not do anything particular for my skin. I just kept at like working out and sweating it out, and eventually you will know it from within that your body is really stabilizing itself. Your body is really uh, accepting the fact that yes, you're going through it, but you're making progress each day. So that really helps out. And apart from that, I have a lot of empathy for everybody going through this process, because I think I have had my toughest times in those years. And when the clothes don't fit you anymore and your wardrobe start sinking to like five loose t-shirts and one denims that you fit in, it's difficult. It's very difficult. So give yourself some time. If you want to um, seek therapy, it helps. If you want to start with working out at your own pace, I would suggest put on a YouTube video every day. First day, just watch it maybe. First day, just sit down and watch it, because you would not want to do it all in the first go. Second day, try to do like 25% and then go on with it. That's how That's how I think progress should look like. Progress, health wise or career wise, or in a lot of ways, today is just a 15-second reel on Instagram that, I went from this to that. I went from being 100 kilos to 50 kgs. Don't fall for that. You would have your own journey, and the amount of work they're doing behind the scenes, and what kind of work actually they're doing behind the scenes, you wouldn't know, right? You only know what is shown to you in those 15 seconds. So I think it's not really nice to bash yourself over that, or feel, oh, this is impossible of a task. It's not. It takes time. It took me entire COVID. If I was more diligent, maybe I could mm, do it in a year. But to fully heal from that, it took me entire of 2.5 years. So give yourself some time, give yourself some love, give yourself some assurance that it's fine if I am not perfect, or if I am not doing everything at once. It's okay. And I also have to tell myself that a lot of times. But the goal is to keep working at it. The goal is to sit down and sit with yourself really, and talk to yourself, and say, hello, it's not okay, and I need to do something about it. And you start slowly. I have been wanting to talk about my journey from years, but it's the first time that I have actually had the courage to come up and talk to a bunch of you watching this video. Thank you so much for watching me, and just subscribe to my channel also, because I would want to post a lot more of content. I would want to talk about health, wellness, lifestyle, a lot of aspects, and we might have something exciting building up, which I'm trying to work on. But of course, it's difficult, and I'm taking it slow. So, this is my first step here, and I would appreciate if you join me on this journey. And yes, I would. I don't know how would I edit this video, or how any of this would happen, but I think we will work it out just like everything else. Yeah. All right. I will see you guys very soon, hopefully. And stay tuned, guys, please. Just be a part of it. Thank you. Bye bye.